Which EastEnders character did you dislike the most? Also known as hate. What character are you moderately upset by at the best of times? Just say what character you fucking hate. Like, look, the subreddit doesn't act with any fucking subtlety. Alright? It'll tell you how it's feeling. But let's see what people think. I'm not a big hater. I'm not a big fucking... I like to cherish shit whilst we got it. I like to appreciate things whilst they're still here. If I spent all my days being negative, I'd be fucking miserable. So, that's a lesson to learn.
I think it'd probably be dead. I can't see you being negative.
Like, it's too taxing to be negative all the time. But we're going to a very negative place. The r/EastEnders subreddit. Let's see what EastEnders characters I fucking hate.
Oh, about me.
I just realised I typed the title and went, hold on, I'm not even just sexing it up. I'm just cutting through the bullshit. Someone says, for me, it's Raki Thakar's depiction of Shabnam from 2014-2016. I felt completely depressed watching every single minute of her being on the show. I felt like she was Oda living, and although Kush did cheat with Stacey, she was a complete bitch before that. Fuck her. Maybe slightly reasonable. I think the Masouds are great, especially Masood and Zainab, but I just couldn't stand Shabnam. Do I hate any EastEnders characters? I guess Alfie 2018. I guess.
It's just Alfie Moon in general, let's be fucking honest.
David Wicks is up there for me. Do I actually... those are the only two that are kind of up there where I really just don't get along with anything they did. Well, I don't mind Alfie now, but that Alfie 2018 period will never fucking... It will never... You can't justify it.
It's... When you're looking back at it, because we're only going through 2014 now, we have a podcast, man. We have a podcast. Don't know if you... Ash, have you heard that there's a new podcast out?
There is a new podcast out?
Yeah, there's a new podcast called Who Done It? Who Killed Lucy Veal podcast. It's a very new upstarting company doing it. I believe Watching Walford they're called. Don't know if you know they existed. But basically they've discovered some clips from Alfie from 2014 where he was supposed to sleep with this woman because he stole 15 grand off her. And when you look at that clip, you start to realise the pieces were always there.
Yes.
It was just a ticking time bomb waiting to happen. And that ticking time bomb happened in 2018. But the signs were there. Now, maybe if they watch Redwater, they will see other scenarios. But I feel like Redwater had different writers, so they were like,
it had a different appeal. It wanted to get more than... It wanted to be a series, so it didn't want to be just a one-off set of episodes. I will say I don't mind Shabnam. Obviously, she is definitely supposed to be Zainab's daughter. She's opinionated. She's believes strongly in like being a good Muslim and doesn't want Masood to be a fuck up and like she got a lot of shit. Like she did not have a good time on this show. I'll say that much. There's a lot of really tragic shit that happened with Shabnam. And yeah, like I think the actress is really good as well. I can understand why she would have been annoying because she is very opinionated and has her beliefs, which some people might be like, oh fucking hell, like. I guess some people may find her like unrelenting. But I like Shabnam. She's cool. Someone says I really didn't know the old Shabnam, so I didn't watch the era. Not that the original one did. Not that the original like character did much. She showed up, she danced on a pole, and then Zainab's like, "What the? What are you or what are you becoming?" And then she fucked off and wasn't seen again. She went through some terrible trauma, and acting was brilliant and heartbreaking. I actually liked her having actual religious convictions. Often religious people in soaps don't act like religious people. Yeah, I mean, there are some people who just believe heavily in religion, so gotta show it in some way.
There's a cool shirt that I want to buy. It might upset people, but I really want to buy it. It has two things on it. It says, "Religion is a lifestyle choice. Being gay is who you are." And I'm like, that is a shirt.
That is a banger. That is a great shirt.
Because you walk down the street, you're gonna get some fucking eyebrows from Catholics or any religion.
Well, I don't live in Ireland. Not really too many over here.
Well, we don't have a problem with them. It's just depending where you go in Ireland, really. Just it's same with England or anywhere in the world. Just depends where you go.
Yeah.
If you're a black man going down to South America, like you're gonna get some eyebrows raised. Let's be honest, you're gonna get some eyebrows raised and possibly killed. Or if you're going to Saudi Arabia and you're gay, trans, bisexual, or a woman, you might not be making ever for life. Or even saying anything bad about Saudi Arabia. You go to Saudi Arabia and
you're going to jail. Straight in the gulag. Like,
see, that's why I wouldn't go to Saudi Arabia. Like, could you imagine? I wasn't really a fan of your. I loved your food. Oh, phew.
Yeah, it's like Piggy, read the room, and it's just like, well, what? You've not said anything. It's like, Piggy, you might die. Like, yeah, no, fuck Saudi Arabia. Someone says, Sonia, I'm sorry. She's just interest. She's irritating. I feel like she peaked early with a surprise baby and went downhill from there. I mean, I feel like, yeah, but Sonia's not even a main character though. Like, she's had her time in the sun as a main character. Now she's just a part of the now she's just a part of the furniture, really. Like, I don't know. Like, it's just, I don't know. It's in these shows, you're always going to have characters that you just don't gel with. Like, Karen Taylor was sound. Do I like the character? No. I don't like what she represents. But it's important to have her there because it's still like covering some part of like London life, really. Like, London's fucking expensive, boys.
We need an economy crash.
I find Whitney kind of irritating. Most of her storylines are very similar to each other. They almost always involve a male that's new to the square. They almost marry or get married. One of them usually cheats. They break up. All men are bad. And again, oh, stop it.
Not that comment. They just making the men look bad.
Oh, stop it.
Grow up, you virgin.
Like, yeah, but like some people do that. Some people never grow. That's the whole point. Some people never actually go, maybe I'm a part of this problem. Like, some people just keep fucking doing it. One of my exes was a serial dater, and instead of actually like figuring out what she wanted, she just constantly go from like partner to partner, like fucking never actually thought, maybe I should just spend some time with myself. Like, maybe I should just have a break.
Gotta discover yourself. Your body's like a jungle. You gotta fight in there and see how you survive. But I hate the comments that are so full of their own arse. Like, you're making the men look bad.
Making the men look bad.
It doesn't matter.
It's more nuanced than that.
Men can look bad, women can look bad, but you're all going. The minute a woman looks bad, you're all going to be fucking sexist pigs. Let's be honest,
Yeah, the internet definitely has a problem with women.
If this
and like,
was
also,
a man
it doesn't make. Why would why would Whitney have a good relationship with men? She's been abused by men her entire life. First introduction into men was being abused by her stepdad for years. For years. Whitney probably doesn't have a good... First, doesn't have a good relationship with men. Doesn't have a good relationship with love. Like, not everybody has the same experiences. Like, it's just... okay. And look, I mean, we haven't talked about this yet. This will be released... should be released after the podcast comes out. But, like, look, Whitney's growing. She's chosen to put herself and her kids first now. Like, that is growth. That is growth. Fucking... like, just stop. Just... I'll take the unfilled potential. I don't necessarily agree. I feel like she was overexposed so much that it's hard to, like... You can't really put her behind, like, the curtain anymore. She's like a fucking Twilight vampire, just fucking sparkling and shit. It's like, oh, it's just... You're just too fucking obvious. But, like, nah, man. Nah. It's just, I don't know. I dislike people saying that these characters are just shit and they don't make sense. But it makes sense. Like,
You know,
if you think about it for more than a second, it makes sense. Of course, Whitney doesn't have a good relationship with men. For fuck's sake.
Obviously, we'll probably talk about it on the podcast. This is actually been recorded before the podcast, so don't get mad at us. But I've seen people complaining about Britney being like, why would you tell Whitney that her boyfriend slept with her best friend? And it's like,
I don't know, because she respects her mum. Like, I don't fucking know. Maybe.
Like I'd assume, right, if your man's new fella, right, I don't think he'd get any poo-tang, let's be honest, let's be fucking real here. The fucking size, I'm sorry, Ash, but I'm going to talk. But
me?
if your man's fella went around...
Oh, okay. Back on it.
Him, the boss man, you know, they were going to get married, say, in 2026, and then you discovered that he fucking had a little affair with another woman in the town over. You're going to step in and be like, man, look at this lad. He fucking slept with another woman. Like, you're not going to be like, anything you want to say, Ash? Anything you want to say, Ash? Fucking anything you want to say? And you just sat there doing that in the corner. Anything you want to say?
I don't want to say anything. But yeah, like, I mean, you can take a look at all of Whitney's failed fucking... So, Whitney, first partner, in a sense, is Tony, who sexually abused her, groomed her when she was 13 for 3 years. Like, not the best. Not the best entrance to life. You know, fucking... Going forward. Todd, of course. Classic. No, it's just been with a lot of people. It's been with a lot of people. Rob Grayson, who tried... I think he groomed her into... I believe he groomed her. He was a pimp. He was a pimp who exploited Whitney for money. Sounds like, okay. And then, this is a very weird amalgamation. Most of the men she's with don't really, like, treat her, like, well. Moves on to fucking Lee, who struggles with... I think he struggled with PTSD and depression, and he hit her. It's like, fucking hell, alright. Alright, this isn't fucking good. Then she tries to get with Mick, who's got his issues at the time. Continuing onward with Callum, who is gay. And all this big build-up to, we're going to get married and have kids, and then suddenly she's not interested. And then she goes on to Leo. Leo, who is Tony's son, who is proceeded to try and get her to confess that Tony didn't do any of the abuse that he definitely did do. Then, oh no, just a little stint with fucking with Gray, you know, a domestic abuser who was gonna definitely fucking was probably, if he had any fucking chance, he would have tried to do the same with Whitney. Linda Cush, probably the most genuine, dead. dead. And then straight to Zach, who they have trauma bonded over everything, over Peach dying, and finally he cheats on her. Yes, after she continued to lie, like, religiously about everything and not really make him feel like he's, make it feel like the relationship's real. But does my point fucking come across? Does my point come across? I'm not surprised Whitney's got a problem with women. Or men, rather. I'm not surprised she's got a problem with men. It's fucking... Of course she fucking is. Like, but, I've spelled it out in the most vivid detail possible. Does it make sense now? Fuck's sake. Someone says Mick in his last few years was honestly unbearable. They destroyed everything that made his character enjoyable. Feel the same about Linda too. Just drunk and permanently crying about Mick. Have her family given up on getting her sober again. Look, you can't force someone to get sober if they don't want to get sober. Like, she lives in a pub, for fuck's sake. She can get alcohol whenever she wants. Like, yeah, sure, you can try and you can. But and also will say, look, Mick in the final year was a bit weird, but like, you still, like, the previous year had the abuse storyline with Frankie. There's still a lot of good stuff. I just don't. I guess it's irrational. I guess it's you can't explain away everything. I guess. Stuart, before his redemption arc, could not stand him. Loved him after, though. My least favourite character now has got to be any of the teenagers. Ben Mitchell. He reacted the same way to everything. Suppress his emotions until he explodes. Lashes out. Self-destructs. Gets boring after a while. Yeah. Sharon's son who died on the boat. Horrible little gobshite.
Denny.
And then they say, yeah, Denny. Then they say, to be fair, probably loads. I love to hate the soaps. There are loads of characters I don't like. You're the problem. You're the problem. Grow up.
Do you know that we didn't start a fire?
Yeah.
They just start going. The characters I hate. Yeah. Sharon, Ian, Cindy, Julian 2, George, Elaine.
You're having a go, but yeah, I'm glad you stopped. I'll say that, mate. I like the idea. No, it's a fucking difficult, man. But yeah,
these characters.
It's been enough time. It's just please, Reddit, please have some self-respect. Stop hitting the same beats every fucking day, please. He can't keep getting away with this. Just fucking make it stop, please. And we'll likely talk about that in another video. So which EastEnders characters do you hate? I don't really have one in particular, so I guess it is simply Alfie Moon 2018. And that is probably the one that's going to stay there until we get a new one. But yes, thanks everybody for watching. I hope we tried to make that video as painless as possible. But sometimes the subject's just not the most, like, fucking fun. So yeah, tell us what characters you hate in the comment section down below if you really want. Probably not going to read the comments on this video, I can't lie. I've seen enough of this on the Reddit. I don't want it in our YouTube comment section. But yeah, anything else to say before we end the video, Piggy?
No.
Oh, he froze. Classic. There we are.
They're gonna haunt you.
It all froze. So all he goes, they're gonna hunt you. So what the fuck? But yeah, thank you for watching the video. If you want to join the conversation, join in the Discord, link in the description. We have a Clips channel and a TikTok. You're going to see fun little moments from the channel in clip form. It's youtube.com/Watching Walford clips and Watching Walford on TikTok to join there. But all in all, thank you for watching the video. Make sure to join us in the next one. See you then. Bye-bye.